So welcome to another video of Car Plebs. In today's video we've been on the hunt for a way to monitor the oil temperature on the 996. However, I have failed. But nevertheless, if you have been longing for a Ferrari-like passenger performance display, or you wish for having some more performance related features to be displayed on your dashboard, well, here's the video for you. So in order to start, what you need to do is you need to connect a USB-C cable to your vents. So we luckily have the cable already connected. Then you want to connect to your device of choice, in this case being a MacBook Pro, and then you want to take the red pill and commence the hacking procedure into the matrix of the 996. So all joking aside, there is a debugging feature on usually every 996.1 or Mark 1. The unit here is produced by VAG or Volkswagen Auto Group, and because of that there are some, let's call it, interesting features there. But in order to start, what you need to do is you need to turn on the engine of the car itself. So what you need to do is to hold to the recirculation air as well as the fan up button for approximately 5 seconds. Usually it takes much less. So we do as such. There we go, and we are now in the debugging mode of the 996 AC unit. Now there are a lot of hidden features here, and again, I mean, joking aside, your passenger could be playing around with this. So if you press the middle air vent button, so this one, you are presented with a list of C codes, which you can iterate by pressing the plus and minus respectively. Now this list of C codes represents or corresponds to a list that I will provide at the video description below. Some of them are 100% correct, some of them are not with the question mark, but nevertheless, it's a good starting point. So let's start with the code 2C. So by pressing the center vent again, you can switch to the actual display. So the 2C designates basically the code, and then pressing the center vent, it tells you 10 degrees Celsius. So that is telling me right now that inside temperature of the car itself is approximately 10 degrees Celsius. And then if I switch to, for example, 3C, it is the outside temperature, which is 5 degrees centigrade. Now 4C is a different sensor, 5C is a different exterior sensor. This one usually corresponds, if not mistaken, to the one that is displayed on your board computer itself, but it doesn't matter right now. And then, for example, you could have the coolant temperature, which is code 6C. So now we're showing that we have the coolant temperature of 27 degrees, and this corresponds with the one displayed on the dash. So you can see that we're slowly increasing on that. So of course that temperature is going to rise as, you know, normally as the engine coolant temperature will increase. So I think that's a cool thing that you could potentially want to have displayed. So, you know, as you're driving, you want to have a big digit there presenting the coolant temperature itself, or the passenger could be taking a look into that. And then another cool one is that you could have the vehicle speed displayed in kilometers per hour, but here we have to go through code 20C. And of course now we have 0, but then you could have the vehicle speed displayed here. So again, your passenger could be taking a look while you're driving at the actual speed of the car, instead of actually having to look at your dashboard whatsoever. So I think, you know, it's a cool thing to have. Nevertheless, you can play around with that. So it refreshes once per second, so it's not going to be the exact, you know, speed at every single moment. Another cool feature is the actual engine RPM. 21C, which displays the engine RPM. So I find this really interesting. So right now there's an 8, obviously a multiplication of 100. So right now we have 800 RPM, but as I press the throttle pedal, so now we have 2,800. And so it's going to be displaying at a certain delay the engine's rotation in multiples of 100. So I think, again, something that the passenger could be taking a look at over here with this dial. So again, it's a quick thing. You can try to hack into your 996. I mean, you know, by pressing these buttons and having the debugging mode. I think it's nevertheless something quite useful. It's in certain scenarios. And you know, people have been saying that they would want to have a performance display, something akin to the F12 Ferrari. Well, here you have it, free of charge. No need to pay an additional thousands of euros for having that little display located somewhere around here on the Ferrari. So again, it's a quick feature. take a look into it, and if you want to exit back into the normal mode, just click auto, then you're back into normal, and you can have all of the features as normal here. So thank you very much for watching this quick video. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so, and hopefully this will help you out at your next track day, or when you want to impress your passenger by showing that you have a performance display on the 996 on a 22-year-old car. Take care. Bye-bye.